said I would get him in the 7th, Steve Ellis. Didn't I say 7?
You said 7 to me.
I didn't tell the press.
You kept your word.
I told him I'd get him in 7, but the world didn't hear that.
Before the fight,
Just
you
before
said
the fight,
7.
I said I'd get him in 7. Steve Ellis heard it.
Thank you very much. He did tell me that, ladies and gentlemen. He gave me the insight on that, and I gave it to Joe. All right, Joe, tell me this now. What will happen if they go back again? I think it's deserving of a return go.
It will be. I think they have a return go, but Steve, I like to tell the people and all the people over the world and
in Europe and
the fight was stopped. Sonny Liston doctor stopped the fight because Sonny had pulled his left shoulder out of the socket.
Out of the socket.
Yeah.
Champ, did this ever happen to you when you were in the ring?
Never did, because it's good. But it do happen to quite a few fighters, though.
It does, I know this.
As you know, Sonny was missing a lot of left hooks.
Why was he missing? Was it the target? Was it the slippery up part of his body?
Yeah, because Clay will pull him back off a tall, see? So that's why he throwed it out. That's how he throwed it out.
Threw it out.
Would not let him
that was Dr. Alexander Robbins who diagnosed it, yes.
Dr. Robert Bennett from Detroit.
Yeah, and Dr. Bennett also in the corner. Dr. Bennett, who was Sonny's...
personal physician.
Right. And that's the story there. Now, we're watching Cassius Clay, Joe, leave the auditorium at this point. I don't want you to leave. Cassius Clay is going down the aisle. The crowd is heading toward his dressing room. Harold Conrad, one of the top writers in the nation, also thought that perhaps this would go in a major upset. Harold was writing some publicity, and I honestly thought he was just giving us a publicity story.
Steve, I must say that they're probably the biggest upset in history of boxing.
Well, now, look, let me talk about ring upsets, if you don't mind, Champ, while we're still looking over at Cassius, talking to other people, foreign broadcasts and so forth. Joe, Jim Braddock beat Max Baer at about 10-1 as a 10-1 underdog. Then there was another, I don't know, way back, Corbett beat Sullivan. They tell me, although I don't think I was around. Maybe you think I was, but big upset. Do you call this one? He entered the ring at about 1-7 or 1-8 underdog. Would you call this the biggest upset, regardless of the odds in the history of the heavyweight division?
I think this is the biggest upset in the championship division.
For championship fight.
For the heavyweight division, I think this is the biggest upset.
The biggest upset.
Because I think Memphis probably has great about most of the people in America, and he was the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. Would have been the great heavyweight champion.
Sonny is durable.
And also, they have rated him that he probably was so far over the rest of the top of the heavyweight and who were boxing today. So I think this is got to go down as the biggest upset in the history of boxing.
Biggest upset in the history of boxing. Well, I tell you now, as Cassius did say, Angelo Dundee, his trainer, his advisor, also did say that they would go for a return go. Do you feel now the American public should clamor for it? What do you think?
Well, I think
belt which came back. Here's the champion. Now, over in the corner, 202.5 pounds, Zora Foley and his entourage, directly with his back to us, his manager, Bill